by settling into a comfortable position, allowing your body to be supported wherever you are, knowing there is nowhere you need to go and nothing you need to do right now. Let your eyes close gently or soften naturally, and take a slow, unforced breath in, followed by an easy breath out, noticing that even without effort, your body already knows how to calm itself when it is allowed to. Today is not about forcing confidence or pushing fear away. Today is about understanding. Understanding changes everything because the mind relaxes when it knows what is happening. Driving anxiety is not a flaw, not a failure, and not a weakness. It is a learned response from a nervous system that has become overly protective. The same system designed to keep you alive sometimes becomes too sensitive, like a smoke alarm that goes off when toast burns. As you listen now, begin to notice that nothing is wrong with you. Your brain has simply been sending warnings when no real danger is present, and that can be corrected gently, safely, and naturally. As your breathing becomes steady, imagine awareness spreading through your body, not scanning for threat, but simply observing sensations with neutrality. Driving anxiety often begins not in the present moment, but in anticipation. The mind projects forward, asking, "What if?" long before you are actually in motion. This happens because the brain does not distinguish clearly between imagined danger and real danger when the emotional centers are activated. Your amygdala, a small but powerful part of the brain, learned at some point that driving or certain driving situations felt overwhelming. It may have been a single experience or a gradual accumulation of stress. The important thing to recognize is that the fear response you feel is outdated information, not a current assessment of reality. Right now, as you sit safely, notice how your body responds when you simply allow that idea to settle. There may be a subtle softening, a slight release. This is understanding beginning to work. When you are behind the wheel and anxiety rises, your body is not predicting an accident. It is reacting to a memory or an association. The nervous system is designed to respond fast, not accurately. It prefers false alarms over missed danger, so it tightens muscles, speeds the heart, changes breathing, and focuses attention inward. None of this means you are unsafe. It means your system is trying to protect you using old data. As this realization deepens, you might notice that the fear itself becomes less personal. It is no longer my fear, but a nervous response passing through. That distinction matters. It creates space, and space is where calm begins. Now imagine your mind learning to separate real risk from imagined threat. Real driving risk is managed through skill, awareness, and environment. Imagined threat is fueled by bodily sensations and thoughts about losing control. The truth is that when anxiety rises while driving, your actual driving ability remains intact. Studies show that anxious drivers are often more cautious, not less capable. The feeling of danger comes from inside, not from the road. As you absorb this, allow your shoulders to relax slightly, allowing your jaw to loosen, sending a signal back to the brain that the emergency has passed. This two-way communication is important. The body and mind influence each other constantly. When you soften the body, the brain receives the message that safety is present. And when the brain understands safety, the body begins to follow. Fear of driving often includes fear of fear itself. The sensation of anxiety feels unpredictable, so the mind tries to avoid situations where it might arise. This creates a loop, but loops can be interrupted by awareness. Notice now that anxiety is not dangerous. It is uncomfortable, intense perhaps, but temporary. It rises and falls like a wave. Understanding this begins to loosen avoidance, because avoidance is fueled by misunderstanding. You are not afraid of driving. You are afraid of what your body might feel while driving. And sensations, once understood, lose much of their power. As you breathe calmly now, imagine the brain learning a new association. Driving is no longer interpreted as danger, but as movement through space. Hands on the wheel become neutral. The sound of traffic becomes information, not threat. The road becomes predictable, structured, controlled. Even uncertainty becomes manageable when the nervous system trusts that you can respond. This trust does not come from forcing courage. It comes from understanding that fear is not an authority. It is a signal, and signals can be retrained. Right now, your mind is absorbing a new message. You are safe more often than you realize. Most drives end uneventfully. Most moments behind the wheel are calm or neutral. Anxiety highlights rare possibilities and ignores routine reality. Your conscious awareness can restore balance. Simply noticing when the mind jumps ahead allows it to return to the present moment where control actually exists. Now imagine yourself learning, not through effort, but through repetition and familiarity, that driving is a sequence of simple actions you already know how to perform. Turning, braking, observing, adjusting. You have done these things many times. Your body remembers. Anxiety does not erase skill. It overlays sensation, and sensations pass. As this understanding integrates, your nervous system begins to downgrade the threat response. Less adrenaline, less urgency, more clarity. The brain begins to realize that sounding the alarm is unnecessary. This does not mean fear never appears again. It means fear is no longer believed without question. You become the observer instead of the reactor. Notice how empowering that feels, not in a dramatic way, but in a grounded, steady way. Calm does not require perfection. Safety does not require total certainty. It requires presence. And presence is something you already have access to. Now allow the idea to settle that understanding is the first step toward freedom. You are not broken. Your nervous system learned something and can now learn something new. Every time you drive, even briefly, even with mild anxiety, you are giving your brain updated data. Each calm breath is instruction. Each moment of awareness is retraining. Today's work is simply to recognize that anxiety is a false alarm, not a prophecy. The road is not dangerous by default. Your body is not betraying you. It is protecting you imperfectly. And imperfection can be refined. As this session continues to unfold in the background of your awareness, your subconscious begins laying a new foundation. A foundation built on clarity, not fear. On understanding, not struggle. In future sessions, you will build confidence, resilience, and ease. But Today, you have already begun. Simply by understanding why driving feels dangerous and why, in reality, you are safe, you have changed the direction of the response. Allow yourself a final gentle breath, knowing that nothing needs to change instantly. Progress is already in motion. The nervous system learns through patience, repetition, and safety, and you are safe now.